So I just had my very first ever session with Karms, and it was absolutely transformative. Is like the best word that I could describe it as, but it was so much more than that. I had zero expectations going into this. She had kind of told me here and there, what she does for people, and I'd kind of heard grumblings of some people, talking about how great she was, and I knew that she was getting good results for people, and I was happy to cheer her on, and I loved what she was doing, but I didn't really know any specifics. And I'm glad I didn't, because going in with no expectations was the best thing I could have done, because I just let myself be open to whatever came up. And she finally got me into a session because there has been a struggle, an emotion, a challenge that I have been beating my head against that same wall for years now. And it was coming to a point where if I didn't figure out how to deal with this, it was going to forever dramatically change a relationship I had with a very important person in my life. And I knew it was going to negatively impact that relationship if I didn't figure out how to navigate through it. And I was in that kind of danger zone of ruining this relationship forever if I didn't figure it out. And Karms helped me completely break through in a way that I wasn't even prepared for. And that was just so incredibly amazing and incredible. And she helped me look at the root of that emotion, which for me was anger and frustration. She helped me find the root of that, and I came out of it with so much more than I possibly could have imagined. And without sharing specifics, because I want you to go in with your own open mind and no expectations, but I can honestly say that I would not have gotten to that point of realizing that and uncovering such deep-rooted subconscious lessons and truths. I would never have gotten there on my own, or even with a qualified therapist, or it would have taken way longer if I ever even got there on my own. So Carms being able to just tap into that and coach me through that whole process was incredibly transformative and forever completely shifted that relationship that I have in my life, which I am so eternally grateful for. And it made me realize even more than I thought. I thought I was going in to solve one little thing, and I ended up with an entirely new life perspective that was sincerely just sitting there waiting for me to realize it and kind of come into my potential. And if this sounds like it's way too good to be true, I promise you that it's not. I don't do things like this lightly, and I don't do things like this very often, if ever. And it was absolutely incredible, and highly recommend to anyone with an open heart and open mind and the willingness to put in the work to make the change and just be open to whatever that may be, and trust that you are in the best hands with Karms, because she is so kind and loving and encouraging and empowering and supportive, and safe. And I felt truly open and safe being able to open up like that and just become so incredibly raw and vulnerable. And it was incredible. So Karms, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for changing my life forever.